Alright, so this is pretty much the end of Generation Zero for me. There were only two prior videos to this one, and this is the third one. Um, why there's not more with regards to the story is because I played the entire story on my own time, and I did that specifically because I found out that this game doesn't have an actual ending. I mean, the story ends. You defeat the main base or whatever and take down the final boss tank as seen in the beginning of the first intro to the game when you purchase the game. And the Phoenix, like superior version of all the other tanks you fight in the game. And a little couple of dialogue goes, some scenes happen, an event, kind of like kind of transporter type event, and then it ends. There's no cutscenes or anything. It just ends. The game just ends. And if I get into the game right now and play it right now and continue my gameplay, this is me continuing my gameplay from I've started entire. This is the log. There are more missions in this log, and so far I've completed these checkoffs. There are a hell of a lot more. So this is me playing the game again, but not in the way that someone might think. This is me playing the game again from deleting the saves. This game does not have a new game plus. And that's a huge turn off to me. It's what a lot of people do not know. They know Generation Zero is a sandbox game. But there are two types of sandbox game. And I'll tell you right now, if you're interested in this game or not interested in this game, there are two types of sandbox game. There's the sandbox game that has a continuation after the sandbox game is over, and you can play again if you want to with your prior saves. Then there's sandbox games that are specifically designed from the very beginning to the very end to be a one-shot deal. It's a sandbox. You play in the sandbox. You build your castle in the little sandbox with your little castle man and so on and so forth. And once the castle is done and you did everything you did need to do in the sandbox, it's over. You can't rebuild the castle again from the bottom up with previous items within the castle, with sand around the castle, or things that you created within your little sand castle or your sandbox or play area or whatever you did, um, and then bring that over into a new sandbox or start the sandbox over again with the prior stuff you had from the last sandbox. You basically have to wipe the slate clean and start all over again. So with that underwhelming ending, the game just end. Fights were good, but that underwhelming ending and the fact that there is no new game plus, or there is no, you could start and play the game again from the beginning, even if it's not new game plus. You can still start the game and play the game from the beginning again. You will lose everything, but you can start and play the game again from the beginning. This game does not have that. It doesn't even give you the option to play the game from the beginning, losing everything, and then you have to start from the beginning and gain everything again. It doesn't even have that. It doesn't even have the feature to replay the game again. Like if you turn the game again off and then turn back on your game and you load in your game, there's no start button to say replay the mission at the beginning, and then you replay the mission and so you're back to the beginning and you have absolutely nothing. This game doesn't have that. It doesn't have that, nor does it have a new game plus. And that's a huge turnoff for me. A huge fucking turnoff, an insult in my book. And because it's this type of sandbox game, developers specifically made it to be a one shot, one done thing. It was never intended to be beyond this. It was a small project they did on their own time. And once it was done, I guess it was to impress someone and say, hey, we could do this type of world here's what we did, and we could make money off it because we need to make money off it so we could do for other things. And every now and again they do a patch or update, but you know, those are only one or two people doing those patches and updates. So that's Generation Zero in a nutshell. Originally, I had this game at 4.9 from the last video I did, and I then took it up to about a 5. So I say it's about a 5. But then the game playing towards the end of the game, going through the main story and the side stories, those were fun. And for the fun factor, I would give this game an entire 1. An additional 1 for additional fun factor. I already gave it 1 for previous fun factor. But the fun factor just jumped up by another notch. The amount of robots you have to take down, the amount of kaiju type enemies you have to encounter before the final ending. It was awesome as hell. It's one of the best type of gameplay endings within a game. It was really entertaining as hell. So I would give this game a 6 for that. But here's the thing. It will never go beyond a 6. And anyone who says it goes beyond a 6, that this is a 7, 8, 9 game. This game could never be a 10, even in its best day. Or in an 8 in its best day. But anyone who gives this game a 7 or 8, they're complete, utter fucking morons. They didn't look at every single aspect of this game. The ending was underwhelming. The fact that you have no New Game Plus is bad. The fact that you don't have a restart is bad. The fact that people that you play with can kick you at any time in a mission if you are playing with randoms is bad. That this game forces you to play with specific type of people. Your friends only. If you join randoms, you will be kicked from a mission all the time, or the person will just log off and stop playing and you're automatically kicked. These 3 main things piss me the hell off coming towards the end of this game. And this game does not deserve. I don't care if you're a professional gamer. I don't care if you're a professional streamer. You don't know jack shit. This is a 6 game, period. Anyone who says otherwise, give me your fucking money. Hire me to rate games. Give me the job. Give me your job. Give me your job as a streamer. Give me your job as a video game rater. Hire me. Call me. Or if you can't call me, contact me through YouTube. Because you all don't know anything. You know nothing. This is not a 6 game. This is a 5 game or 6 game. This is not a 7. This is not an 8. This is, and damn sure this is not a 9. This barely scratched the surface. This is a 5 game at its basic. It might fall by 4 for those people who hate it, but this is an average game. And I'm being very generous giving this a 6. In all truth, this is a 5. In my book, it's a 5. It's my way of saying, screw the developers. Your game is 5. But me taking myself out of the equation, I give it an extra 6. It doesn't deserve that 6. But I'm giving it to it anyway. Generation Zero is a 6. I didn't need to play the additional other missions and side missions on this video for this game, because this game does not deserve it. It deserves to be played once, and only once. And if you want to play it again by erasing your saves and then restarting the game out from the beginning, you could do that. This has a replayability from 0 to 1. Like, not a replay, or you replay it once with your friends. Because if you replay this again by yourself, you got issues, or it's cool. You know, I do what I want to do type person. But if you really want to play a multiplayer game, which is this supposedly supposed to be a multiplayer game, it has a replayability of 1. It's a game that you can replay over and over and over again, just for fun with friends, but only with friends. Beyond that, it has a replayability of 1, and of only 1. And a game that has a replayability of only 1, I play it once and then I put it away. It's an average game. It's a 5 to 6 game. So, my rating for this game is a 5. taking myself out of the equation, it's a 6. I won't be playing any of these missions anymore. In fact, I'll probably log off right after I state what I have to say about Generation Zero. The robots are about the only thing that's great about this game. Alright? Already stated everything in the previous gameplays. The lighting, the texture effects, the text, the use of type of text, the use of color, the use of background, the use of scroll downs, the use of um, lighting, the use not like lighting as in environmental lighting, but lighting as in reflections of weapons and certain things. Um, the use of moving around, the use of crouching, these all the additional features, all the things that work and all the things that don't work, the menu screen, scroll menus, the colors, everything works. And yeah, another reason why I will never go beyond 5, if you want my honest opinion, is the collectibles. They serve no real true purpose other than trophies. Well, I mean, they serve somewhat of a purpose, but no, you could really bypass collectibles and still enjoy this game. You really don't need collectibles to enjoy this game. This is just an extra additive. In other games where collectibles are collected, it actually means something because you could actually get an unlimited weapon or something, or you could get an unlimited achievement to unlock a mod or something. In this game, there's none of that shit. Alright? So, I mean, maybe I'm totally wrong because I never fully completed it, but I don't want to complete it. This is not a game that you actually want to complete more than once. And if you want to complete it more than once, it's only for the purpose of completing it more than once. This has a replayability of 1, from 0 to 1, and that's all I got to say about Generation Zero. You know, it was worth the price on sale. I got this for like $15 when the price fell. When the price climbed back up, if you see in the PlayStation Store climb back up, that's up to you, man. I can't tell you what to do, but hey, this is a game that deserves to be bought at $10 or $15 most. This is not one of those games that respect gamers. This is one of those games to do something better that they needed to use the sandbox game for. Maybe in the future they will make a Generation Zero 2 and actually give you a story and not make it a sandbox game and have things fleshed out and have a new game plus and have a restart ability and have stamina actually mean something in the game and have, you know, switching of weapons actually not take you for fucking ever, you know, and have better reload capabilities. Who knows? There's so many things the game got wrong and so many things the game got right. But as it stands, this is a 5 or a 6. I would never give this game beyond a 6. It doesn't deserve beyond a 6. And if anyone says it's beyond a 6, you give me reasons why it's beyond a 6. Some very good reasons, because you will desperately need to give me reasons why it's beyond a 6. You know, any streamer and a professional tells me otherwise, be like, man, I've been playing games since 1987. I've been playing video games since 1987, when games were still in fucking arcades. Alright? So I've been playing for a long time. So I know everything about those video games before there was a PlayStation 1, before there was an Xbox, before there was a GameCube, before there was a Nintendo 360, before the whole console thing came as a business and as an entertainment value from all those games to games now, from those level games then to the level games now. If a game is pissing me off and I've been playing shitty games and good games for like almost freaking ever, then I know what's a good game and what's a bad game. So no professional will tell me otherwise. Alright? I'm playing games before most of these so-called professionals were even fucking born. This is a fail game. It's a 5 or 6. Generation Zero is only worth a play when I'm on with my friends. That's it. And I'll play it just to blow up machines and to earn points and to get collectibles. That's it. So that's my opinion on this game. Should you play it to play with your friends? Yes. If your friends aren't on, then you just wasted your money. Don't play this game if it's not you and your friends. But I can't tell you what to do. You might actually find value in playing a game that you don't need to play with other people. That's cool. I'm out. Have nothing else to say about this game. Maybe I'll play it again once my friends are on, but not interested. Oh yeah, and the fact that I had to delete my saves and start this game again, that pissed me the hell off. So every weapon and everything I collected went down the shitter, and I had to get my friends to actually give me my special weapons back. There, because you could duplicate if you figure out how to do it. I don't know how he did it, but who cares? It doesn't really matter. For a shitty game, I mean, well, not a completely shitty game, but somewhat shitty game, doesn't even deserve it. So that's Generation Zero for you. You want to have fun with friends blowing up machines? Great. You want to play by yourself without being bothered? This is for you as well. If you want to have fun with your friends and want replay value, want a good story and stuff, this is not that game. 5 or 6. That's the most I could give it. If you're really pissy anti-type, I really expect more. You could knock this down below 5. I could see that. And you'll be in your right. Alright, so that's it. That's my opinion on this game. Won't make any more videos with regards to this game. Moving on to Persona 5 Royale. And hopefully that game isn't worse than Persona 5. But from what I've heard, it's Persona, the same Persona 5, but in a different universe. It's kind of like the same events happen in Persona 5, but with certain changes. It's like a multiverse of Persona 5. Everything happened the same, but certain things were slightly different. So I'm moving on to that. I'm done with this game.